Have you experienced that constricting pressure in your chest during anxiety episodes? Those spinning thoughts that make sleep impossible? Those future-oriented fears that drain joy from today? Suppose I share with you that 3 basic words possess the ability to erase anxiety immediately when it emerges? Brain researchers have scrutinized this phrase's neural impact, and what they found will reshape your stress management for life. Though before revealing this expression, I'm asking you to act without delay. Select subscribe and turn notifications on, as what you'll discover could mean the difference between chronic worry and real inner calm. Build upon collections of university research globally and publicly distributed health education materials. This video aims to provide modern information especially relevant for people over 60. At this point, allow me to pose a candid question. What percentage of your years has been invested in stressing over things that remained imaginary? What count of lovely occasions have you failed to notice because your awareness was confined to either tomorrow's fantasies or yesterday's pain? The truth is, anxiety doesn't live in the present moment. This cannot happen. Anxiety perpetually relates to either what could occur or what has occurred. It thrives on temporal periods that aren't currently present. And at this point, the complete transformation happens. The sentence that vanquishes anxiety consists only of, I am here now. Only 3 words. Merely 9 letters. Limitless strength. When you say these words with true awareness, something remarkable happens in your brain. Studies employing functional brain imaging indicate that present moment consciousness swiftly reduces the amygdala's activity, where fear resides, while simultaneously elevating the prefrontal cortex's function, which handles reasoning and emotional management. But this isn't just about brain chemistry. This relates to freeing your existence from the domination of make-believe hazards. Think about it. In this particular moment, are you safe? Not about tomorrow's uncertainties, not next week's possibilities, not in those late-night mind-created scenes. At this precise time, the response is nearly always affirmative. This very second, breath flows through you. This very second, you're safe. Right now, you have everything you need to be present in this moment. Most folks over the age of 60 harbor decades' worth of gathered concerns. We've lived through enough to know that bad things can happen. We've faced bereavement, frustrations, and physical health issues. And because of this experience, our minds become hyper-vigilant, constantly scanning for the next threat. Mental health experts label this anticipatory anxiety, and it's thoroughly exhausting. It's like running a marathon while standing still. Your physical being doesn't discern between authentic dangers and those you created mentally. While stressing over tomorrow's health appointment, your pulse rate rises, blood pressure surges, stress chemicals flood through you precisely as if the danger were happening currently. This ongoing stress not only feels awful, it actually speeds up aging processes and compromises your immune defenses. Harvard researchers made a powerful discovery worth noting. When people routinely engage in present moment consciousness, their bodies create less cortisol, the chief stress hormone, and more DHEA, commonly known as the anti-aging molecule. Simply by guiding your attention to this moment, you're literally deciding on health rather than disease, peace rather than upheaval. I'd like to relate a narrative that exemplifies this wonderfully. There was a man named Robert, 72 years old, who spent his days consumed by anxiety about his heart condition. Each morning brought pulse checking, sensation monitoring, and conviction that any day could be his final one. His wife observed him withdrawing into this anxiety cell until one day in his garden setting, a butterfly alighting on a proximate flower drew his focus. For only a few seconds, his mind felt totally quiet. His heart wasn't a source of worry. Tomorrow wasn't occupying his thoughts. He was just seeing this butterfly, fully present in that second. And in that moment, he realized something profound. His anxiety wasn't protecting him. It was preventing him from living. From then onward, Each instance anxiety manifested, he'd affirm to himself, I am here now, and redirect his consciousness to something in his immediate setting, a noise, a sensation, his respiratory rhythm. Through time, this uncomplicated practice reshaped his existence more significantly than any medication. Now then, pause this video momentarily, merely 5 seconds, and experiment with this yourself. State out loud, I am here now. Feel your body in the chair. Notice the air on your skin. Tune into the sounds in your space. See how fast your stress lessens when you truly come into the present. This isn't about optimistic thoughts or denial. This is something far more powerful. It's reality. The now is the sole moment with actual existence. Everything else is memory or imagination. When you truly get this, not just in your mind, but in your very being, anxiety loses its power over you. You comprehend you've been troubled by things that don't literally exist right now. And before we go further, I need you to help me spread this message. Comment with a number 1 if this makes sense to you, or 0 if you're questioning it. Your involvement helps this video get to others who desperately require these insights. At this juncture, let's consider how to implement this phrase effectively, particularly when anxiety is strong. The vital factor isn't applying it as a device to combat anxiety, attempting to expel anxious thoughts. Rather, employ it as a stabilizer, a soft prompt come back home to now. As you observe anxiety building, stop. Draw in a slow, deliberate breath. Pronounce I am here now, either verbally or silently. Next, activate your senses. What do your eyes perceive? What sounds reach your ears? What you physically sense? This uncomplicated practice stops the anxiety cycle before it intensifies. Neuroscience establishes that you cannot experience full presence and full anxiety together. These are mutually incompatible conditions. Presence banishes anxiety, just as light banishes darkness, not through fighting, but through simply being there. For individuals beyond 60, this practice proves distinctly valuable as we frequently possess not just present worries, but also aggregated stress from decades of life difficulties. We might worry about health, about finances, about our children or grandchildren, about losing independence. These represent legitimate concerns, but fretting over them provides no solutions. It merely blocks us from treasuring the good experiences still present. Action provides solutions. Being present provides peace. Worry achieves neither. Here's what renders this phrase so life-changing. It works at once, costs absolutely nothing, generates no side effects, and can be used in any place at any time. Thus, here's the challenge I'm presenting. Every time you notice anxiety arising, use the phrase, I am here now. Express it with awareness. Bring yourself back to sensory awareness. And this is my ask for you right now.